Hey, this is Walter Reed, and in this video I'm going to show you how to clear your web browser's cache. Now, first of all, for those who are not familiar, a web browser optimizes your browsing experience. So rather than every time you go to a page pulling all the graphics and all the information, your web browser stores some information on your hard disk so that it can get there quicker. It doesn't have to always be pulling information from the internet. And that's a great thing. It speeds up your browsing experience, but the problem is sometimes your browser cache gets cluttered, sometimes it gets confused, sometimes things break, and that can make some weird things happen in your browser. So for example, sometimes when you log in and out of a site, it remembers old information, and there's a number of reasons. If you're having browser trouble, you want to go in and clear your cache. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, there's multiple browsers and there's multiple versions of each browser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you at the most typical browsers, Internet Explorer and Firefox, and then I'm going to send you to a resource that will show you basically every single browser how to delete the cache and the cookies that are stored on your computer. So I'm using Internet Explorer 8, which is the latest version of Internet Explorer. And in all versions of Internet Explorer, you basically start at the same point. You go to your menu and click Tools and then Internet Options. Now, this page is going to look a little different depending if you have 6 or IE6 or IE7. But basically, you want to delete this browsing history, so temporary files, history, cookies, safe password, and web form information. So basically you just delete that, and in this case it lets you select what you want to delete. So I'm going to delete my temporary internet files and my cookies. So this is basically this copies of web pages, images, and media. This is the web browser cache. I also want to delete the cookies. Cookies are a way that it stores information, so when you visited the page last, maybe what you used to log in or what you clicked. So I'm going to delete those. All right. You can see it's deleting that history. I'm just going to click cancel. And so if you have 6 and I believe 7, it's going to look a little more like this. So when you go Tools, Options, Internet Options, you're going to see something where you can delete the cookies and delete the files. All right, now let's look at Firefox. Very similar. You go to Tools, and in this case, in the browser I'm using, which is version 3, latest version is 3.5, you go Options. You can actually, under the Privacy tab, you can Clear Now, so clearing private data. Let's click on that. So browsing history, saved form, the cache, cookies, all of this stuff you probably want to clear out. All right, I'm going to cancel that. Now, what if you're using Chrome or Opera or Safari? There's actually a great resource. It's called, let me pull it, WikiHow, and they show you how to do all sorts of things. And there's a page on WikiHow that shows you how to delete your cache, your browser cache, in just about every browser in every version. So if you're not sure, you can go here and go step by step. And you can get there. I've created a shortcut URL by going to www.budurl, so that's budurl.com, and then /clean browser. If you go there, it'll take you to the WikiHow page on how to clear your cache. And if you're ever having web browser problems, that's one of the first things you want to do. And you may want to do it every once in a while just to keep things sparkling clean. This is Walter Reed. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, walter.reed@gmail.com.